Hello and welcome. My name is Joe and I am the Panicked Monk, and you are watching the mini adventures of Derkara, featuring Millwater Retreat. First, let's go in and see what we got here. Yeah, that's great. Let's not worry about that. We need to go travel to Riverwood. We have some things to get rid of, to sell, so that we can put some money in the safe and hire some carpenters to help us rebuild at least part of it, at least the bunkhouse part of it, but probably a few more other things as well. So let's go see if we can sell some junk off, huh? Now, as a point of interest, I do not plan on showcasing a lot of stuff outside of the mod. That is, we'll go to Riverwood a little bit and talk with a few folks maybe, but I'll probably cut all of that crafting and selling and all that out, because the focus of this particular mini-series is to highlight Millwater Retreat. Now, I have to go to Riverwood to be able to accomplish some of that, but it's not directly a part of the mod. So let's do that. So that means I will not be doing a lot of extraneous play, although I'm sure some of you would be more than happy to watch me pound out about 1,000 bracers. To improve my smithing skill, which reminds me, actually, I do have a level that I should probably take. Yep. Since I'm not positive what direction Derkara is going to take, now he kind of started out as implied thieving, and that's going to be, a stronger suit or stronger skill set of his, but it's not necessarily the direction I'm going to take him. So I'll probably be spreading points across his attributes evenly for a while. Boy. Let's go stamina for now, because I'm going to be running back and forth quite a bit, I think, in the early stages, so that seems to make sense. And I need to go way around into smithing. Smithing's going to be important in this particular mod in Millwater Retreat, and I will show you why when we return from Riverwood. So, let's do that. Let's go trade some of this junk off. I am looking at Derkara as more of a light armor, probably a bowman. I don't know, maybe dual wielding, maybe sword and board. Probably not big two-handed weapons. Maybe a couple axes even, I don't know. I haven't wielded axes for a long time, that might be interesting. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. At the moment, everything he has, he found pretty much in Helgen. When he passed through the ruins of what was left from Alduin's striking of terror upon the city.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
What?
A dragon?
Now, Mother?
It was as big as the mountain and black as night. It flew right over the barrow.
I know.
Please, Mother.
I saw it.
If you keep on like this, everyone in town will think you're crazy. And I've got better things to do than listen to more of your fantasies.
You'll
You
see.
should really
It was a
respect your
dragon.
mother
It'll
more.
kill us all, and then you'll believe me. Nobody believes me, but I tell you, I saw a dragon.
I believe you. I saw a dragon too.
Raylo, what are you doing here? I'll be right down. Ain't every day we get visitors from Riverwood. Whatever you need. My smear if it's simple and blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Gosh, what a fruitful trip. I was able to make this cool armor and sell off enough that I can pay to have some carpenters come and help me. I hope I have enough. I think I needed 250. It sure would be nice to have some help in getting that bunkhouse fixed up. And that girder, she was awfully nice. It was so late by the time I was done that she let me stay at her place. All because I helped that man in Helgen who was trapped in the caves that were collapsing. What was his name? Ralph or something like that? I don't know. These Nord names give me a fit of trouble. That's for sure. Now, let's get going and get this place fixed up. Hello, ma'am. I should probably look around this place too to see what else is around. Oh, look at that. I didn't even notice that there was gold here. This isn't... Oh, I thought he was here. I thought if this was his, I wouldn't take it, but... It's mine now. After all, it's on my property. So, let's get to this office and see what I need to do. Okay, let's check. Carpenters. Yeah, they cost 250 gold. And I need to put that in the safe. Okay, I'm going to put 250 gold in the safe so I can hire them. Perfect. What a good deal. Well, 250, I don't know if that's a good deal or not, but it'll sure help me. Now, do I want him to make anything? Let's see what we have. Oh, they can make the decking or the apiary. Gosh, look at that. It's gonna cost me 1,000 gold to have that bunkhouse restored. Boy, I'm gonna have to do some scavenging. I think I heard one of the locals talk about this Ember Shard mine that was nearby, towards Riverwood. I wonder if I can dig up some ore and sell it. Maybe I can make enough to restore the bunkhouse. In the meantime, I'll need to get something else. Well, I suppose I could have them fix up the decking. I mean, I'll need to have it all, but I don't need an apiary, not right now. Let's go check out to see if there's anything else I can do. First, let's get rid of this dead rabbit. I don't think I need that lying around. Oh, hello. Oh, you're one of the carpenters. You must have been waiting around for someone to come and pay you to fix things. Well, I'll leave you to it. I don't want to get in your way. Now what can I do? Use the workbench to craft structures, furniture, and make visual changes to buildings. This will require smithing skill and materials. Understood. So, circling back to what I had mentioned a while ago about smithing skills. Millwater Retreat allows you to build various items at different levels of quality. Those levels of quality depend on your smithing skill. So right off the bat, we can make like common furniture, chairs, stuff like that. As our smithing skill increases, we can upgrade those to things like noble, and well, that's the top tier. And there's one other in between. I can't remember off the top of my head, but those will not become available until we actually fix the structure of the house or wherever that furniture is going to be, whether it's the office or in the tower. We can start putting furnishings right away because the structure is okay. So if we want to build our house structure so that we can begin furnishing it, we need 10 firewood and 4 nails. Now, those supplies we can get right here. For the office structure, we'll also need nails and firewood. For the tower door, we're going to need nails, firewood, hinges, lock, iron fitting. It's a lot more complex, so we're going to need more stuff. But I think right now, Derkara is going to be more interested in getting the house structure fixed up so that he can actually maybe camp out in there and spend more time in there overnight and have less worry about weather and creatures coming in. So let's go get some firewood. And if you remember, once upon a time in episode 1 of this particular series, we found some nails right up here in the workbench. So let's go ahead and take those nails. And I know where there's some more nails too, so I think that's it. So there's a hinge and a lock left. Let's just double check. Ah, and a hammer. I don't know if we need the hammer, but we will need those other items if we want to craft other things. So let's go get some firewood. Oh, what was it? Now I don't remember how much we needed. 7, was it? For the house, we needed 10. And we're going to need 1 more nail. So, before we get going on firewood, I know where some other nails are at. They happen to be down here by the mill. So let's go take a look. This is such a beautiful location. Oop, I passed it. There are some nails here. Let's take those nails. Why not? We'll take the charcoal too. Again, I don't think I need the hammer or the clay bricks quite yet. Now we can chop our wood here, or we can chop it up by the house. Honestly, it would make more sense to chop it up by the house because it's closer to where we need it, right? Now the office being kind of in between, I guess it's a horse piece. So let's run on over and chop some wood. Oh, an axe. Don't I have an axe? Oh, bugger. I don't have an axe. I need to see if Dark Fox was kind enough, let's light that, to put an axe somewhere around here for us. Shoot. Maybe it's over here. Now, if I was smart, I would have grabbed one in Riverwood. I think there's an axe over by those chopping blocks. Come on, give me an axe. Give me an axe. Ah, bugger. I don't see an axe. Unless I missed it over there. Alright, sorry folks for the running back and forth, but I'm almost certain that he gave us an axe. Just a matter of, did he place it somewhere that we're not looking? I don't need that. Oh, now it's starting to rain. Bummer. Well, it was a nice day. Oh yeah, I hear you. Where are you? Where are you? Come on. Take that. I don't think I need the meat, and once again, we're going to keep things tidy and get rid of that. Now, oops, a little glitch there, that's alright. I could have swore there wasn't, well now, that's going to put a damper in things, kind of like this rain. Alright, well, I'm going to have to go back and get an axe from Riverwood. So, hang tight, I will be right back. Okay, we are back, and now we can actually cut some wood. Let's see what we can do here. 10. We needed 10 pieces of firewood. One more ought to do it. In case you're wondering why he cut 6 pieces of wood in one swing, it is not because he is the Argonian Paul Bunyan. It is because I have complete crafting overhaul installed, which allows me to speed up some of these processes like mining and cutting wood, that kind of thing. So instead of watching him hack here for like 6 times for 2 pieces of wood each or whatever it was, I just sped it up so that he gets one. Oh, I thought I got rid of you. I'm almost certain that I did. Oops. Well, alright, let's try this again. And yes, I in fact did travel all the way to Riverwood, but I enabled God mode so I could run there all the way. I could have consoled in an axe, but I don't know, I guess I wanted to do at least partially right. Alright, so let's make this structure. Now here's the cool part. We are going to do the house, and no, let's see what time it is. It is 2 o'clock. All right. Now what's cool is you can hear the carpenters banging away. They're doing their thing, and they will do that for a set amount of time. depending on the task that you've asked them to do. So, building things, fixing things up takes time, even for the carpenters. So, that's why I wanted to look at the clock. So it is 2 o'clock in game, and yes, and doing this is going to take me 6 hours. So 6 hours of time will pass in game to do this task, so that's going to put it at about 8 p.m. So you can build this into your roleplay if you really want, in that if you don't want your character, if he's or she is not the type to craft things late into the night, you can gauge whether or not you want to do that with this mod. So if you don't want to go till 8 o'clock, then maybe you wait on this task and you do it tomorrow. Or maybe 8 o'clock is your cutoff. This will work fine. Maybe you are one of those types of PCs that are willing to stay up at wee hours of the night to finish whatever it is you started. The point being, Millwater Retreat will allow you to build that into your game if you so choose. So, yes, I do want to build this. Overall, I do not feel that Derkara would work super late. I think the 8 o'clock hour is probably going to be his limit. He would prefer to do things during the day, and even though he's Argonian, I guess he would still probably prefer nicer weather. But let's take a look at what's going on here now. So now that we've built the structure, we have all these different options that we can build for our new home. And they only become available once you get the main structure fixed up, so that you can have these things without them getting ruined. I mean, you wouldn't frame up a house and then start putting furniture in. That just doesn't make any sense. So here's what I was talking about. For example, I can build any of these common items, like right here, this shrine table. Depending on my smithing skill, I can build noble or upper. So upper is the next tier, and that will take me a smithing skill of 25 minimum. I cannot build anything in this upper category until I have at least a smithing skill of 25, and of course all the materials. Noble, I need to have a smithing skill of 50. So you can see as you play your character, as you level him up. Now smithing is probably one of the easier skills to level, but even still, as they level up, you can come back and you can upgrade various parts of your new estate of Millwater Retreat here. So I think that's kind of awesome. All of the furnishings work this way. There's wardrobes, wash basins, pretty much, all the stuff. Your bed. Now I'm going to need more wood, obviously. I'm going to need some linen wrap, and the wood is easy. The linen wrap I do not have, obviously, so I'm going to have to go out and get some of these things. And I might record those and use them for little mini adventures later, but this particular mini series will not. I'm not going to be going through all of the fetching of getting all this stuff. But I do want to go through crafting and building this place up with you, so that you can kind of see how it takes shape. So with that said, ooh, fancy walls. I'm going to build some fancy walls. I don't have the clay, although there is clay, those clay bricks. I think that would constitute as clay. Otherwise, I do know there is a clay deposit out on that island. And let's see, what else? I think that is all I can do at the moment. Now, there are going to be some things that might take other materials. Most all of the materials you can find in this area. So, the only thing is you do not have access to a smelter. That is not an oversight. That is done very much on purpose. Because simply there's just nowhere to put one. We can zoom around a little bit, but maybe we can wait for another nice day to do that. So, but the smelter here, or the lack thereof, is by design. There was no logical place to put one. You could have put one over here instead of the well, but that would be really stupid since all your smithing is over here on the other side of the house. It just logically wouldn't make sense. There are mods that put smelters into most all of the cities, the major ones, so if you have a mod that puts a smelter in Riverwood, truck on down to Riverwood and use that. I know there's not one there by default, but there are options to install them there, and it would make more sense to have one there than here. So, if I guess you really want... Oh, for crying, are you serious? Do you see this? Do you see that? Do you? Do you see what's on there? Looks like an axe, doesn't it? And a pickaxe and a saw. I ran right past it multiple times. I'm guessing those are not just decoration, because one of the features of these mods by Dark Fox is that he doesn't clutter with static. Ah, for crying out loud. Alright, lessons learned. So this is a reason why I wanted to go through this mod and put it on display, is to show things like this. Why didn't I look there? Because I'm an idiot. But let's check out our handiwork. We have cleaned up and patched all the holes. We're going to have to get some glass to keep that rain out, but that'll be another thing later on. We've got the carpenters. They stay down here. They've got little tents and all that good stuff. If I was nice, I would allow them to camp out here while it's being fixed, but I'm not, so they got to stay in their tents. These are such great views. I love these. And this is such a peaceful area when when the weather's nice and it's not raining, with the creaking of the water wheel and the motion of the river. It's just, it's absolutely lovely. So let's go look around here. So, all right. Well, none of this was here. None of this was here. So this is what the carpenters helped build. They built all this decking area with all this stuff. So now I've got some pelts to work with. They were kind enough to even put some pelts in there for me. A tanning rack, a workbench. Now all I need is fire salts. Dang. But we'll get there. Little by little, right? Little by little. We will get there. Everything else is pretty much as it was, but this area has shaped up a little bit, so before we can actually use that, I'm going to need to get some fire salts. Oh, and there's some iron ingots. That'd be handy. Bellows. So, very, very cool. You can even pot stuff if you have plants you want to plant, ingredients that you want to be able to harvest. So I think that's it for now. So the great thing is, when I get into this menu and I go to start crafting any of this stuff, now any of this stuff I can also have the carpenters make. And they will do that. And when they do that, they come off of my menu. So let's go look at this. Essentially, there's no duplication of effort. carpenter tasks. And the carpenters will only work from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Outside of those hours, you will not be able to hire them to do anything. And when it comes to 5 p.m., they will stop and they will go back to their camp and they will be done for the day. So let's see, what can we do? Oh, we can't do anything because, well, it's after 8 o'clock. Finances. Finance management. Leave ledger. Okay, we don't have any finances to manage at the moment because we don't have any laborers to do stuff for us. That's another feature this mod we'll get into as we hire the laborers. That is Boric, I believe his name was, and Zuzai, the Gregorian fisherman. Once you hire those, they will actually create and generate income for you at Millwater Retreat. And I am guessing that finances is a way to manage that income. So you can hire guards, but you need to have the tower furnished before you can do that. So I think that's probably good enough for now. Kind of went over a lot of the crafting stuff right now in this episode. We did a lot of traveling off camera, but that's just the way that's going to be. So let's roll up our rug. Let's head down into the basement where we have a warm, dry bed. And call it a night. So, thank you so much, everyone, for joining Derkara and I, and for exploring Millwater Retreat. Until next time, safe travels.